Hey there guys, welcome to the meat shop. Thanks for clicking on. This video is part of a special video series inspired by you guys. I've been asked before for a recipe or sausage book, which I don't have, so I thought I would share my favorite book with you, which is Home Production of Quality Meats and Sausage by Stanley and Adam Marinsky. It is my favorite book. I think it's got great information in there for beginners and experts alike. And to celebrate my favorite book, I reached out to Stanley Marinsky and he gave me permission to do Marinsky March. So we're going to do a recipe out of this book every day of March. And all the recipes and all the processes are right out of the book, which will be in the link below. That is, a link to the book will be in the description down below. So without any further ado, let's get into Marinsky March. All right guys, welcome to another episode of Marinsky March. I'm really looking forward to making this one. It is the bacon sausage off page 254. So it's going to be a real emulsified pork and beef combination with coarse bits of bacon, which I've cubed up here. So reading from the book, bacon sausage is a smoked and poached sausage with great taste and flavor. For all the bacon lovers, here is another classic Polish sausage. I am a bacon lover. I fall into that category. So I'm looking forward to this one. The only thing is though, I'm going to skip the poaching step. I'm going to finish this sausage in my smokehouse. So if you guys have the book at home, you'll see on step 6, it says to cook in water. I'm going to finish it in the smokehouse because it'll be smoking with a couple other things and I don't want to disturb the cycle. But the first step is to cut the bacon into 1/2-inch cubes. I've got that all done. And I'm going to grind all the meats twice through I have a 3mm plate. The book calls for a 2mm plate. I'm going to run them all through there twice, so it's going to be a very fine textured sausage with coarse bits of bacon. And the seasonings in here sound awesome. I got a feeling this is going to be a phenomenal sausage. Salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, coriander, ginger, sugar, cure, smoke, bacon. Yes. All right. Step 1. Grind the meats. Here is the meat combination that's going to be going in. I just pulled this out of the freezer because we're going to see if I can get away with grinding it twice without having to freeze in between each step. So it's pretty good and froze. Pretty hard chunks. Going straight to the fine plate. Might be a bit much of an ask for my grinder, but we'll see. Not bad. Nice fatty pork butt is what I chose for this sausage, along with some beef trim off the top sirloin that I added a little bit of back fat to. So the end ratio of fat in this one, guys, this is a 1 kilogram batch. The end fat ratio, not counting the bacon, is going to be about 25%. And still, I'm going to stick it back in the freezer. It's not quite froze once it runs through there again. And I want it to be nice and smooth, so I don't want any smearing, anything like that. I got a bit too much fat content to run in there without freezing again, but there's the first grind. I'm gonna give her 15 minutes in the freezer and we'll do it again. All right, doesn't take very long, guys. Once it's in small pieces and it's already kind of cold, it's already kind of froze there, so stick it in for the second round before we season up our bacon sausage. And now you'll notice, if you guys seen the particles will be kind of more one color now, a little more homogenized look. There we go. All right, our last little bit in there, guys. Our 1 kilogram, 2.2 pound batch. Finished grinding there. So you can see how much finer the texture is now. All looks like you can see how much finer the texture is now, guys. And it's all like one uniform color, pork and beef combined. So now I'm going to add the spices and whatnot and our bacon chunks and then get it stuffed. All right, so I'm just reading from the book here, guys. I'm not sure if there's a typo in there or not, because in the recipe it calls for 100 milliliters of water per kilogram of sausage mix. And then steps 2, it says add all ingredients to 1 1/4 cups of cold water. Well, that would be a lot. That'd be like 300 milliliters per kilogram, and you have a really tough time binding. So I'm not going to use 1 1/4 cups of water, but I'm going to add the spices, which I've pre-mixed up here, and They smell really good by themselves. Then I'm gonna add 100 milliliters of water, mix till I get protein extraction, and then add the pieces of bacon in just at the very end. They're just gonna be for flavor and visual appeal. You don't gotta worry about the protein extraction. That sausage surrounding them is gonna trap them in the mixture. Sprinkle those spices throughout everything, and I'll add a little bit of the water. That smells good already. Mix, get those spices evenly distributed. A little more water as it gets sticky. Now this 1 kilogram batch is hardly going to fill up a 75 millimeter fibrous casing, which is what I'm using. To fill up a 75 millimeter fibrous casing, I think they're 24 inches long. You need 2.5 kilograms, I think it is. So this is just going to be half a fibrous casing. If you were to do this at home, I'd recommend making at least 2.5 kgs, which is 5 pounds of this sausage. I'm making just 2 pounds, 2.2 pounds. All right, our mixture's looking nice and fine. Starting to get quite sticky, as you can tell. Really sticks to the hand there. So, got our protein extraction where we want it. We will now take our 250 grams of bacon drop, into the sausage. Mix that in there till it's kind of evenly distributed, and this is going to be a really good looking sausage. Really fly off the shelf, I think. Okay, I got that evenly mixed in. Next, I'm going to pop it into the stuffer, stuff it into our 75 millimeter casing. All right, get to our stuffing here. I just soaked these fibrous casings in water. That you really just need to get them wet. Basically, it takes about 2 minutes. Slide her all the way down to the end of the horn and get a nice, good, tight grip on the end. Let the first little bit of air out. And then as the first bit of meat comes, tighten up your grip and get it firm, nice and full into there. Then, not very much, small batch, like I said. I'm going to take a smaller size stuffing horn and get the last little bit out. So I take one size horn down, sleeve a piece of plastic over it, sleeve a piece of plastic over the size down stuffing horn, grab the horn and push it out into the sausage casing. There, then you get no waste. Grab a piece of plastic. Voila! It's all lined in the sausage casing. There's a little bit in the bottom of that. You can throw in there if you'd like, or you can fry it up right now and make sure it tastes just like how you'd hoped. So you take this little piece out of the bottom there, fry it up. But I'm going to stick it in here because I trust the Marinskis. They haven't let me down yet this month. Feed it in there. Then you just kind of, once you got those loose little bits from the stuffing horn, you can kind of see there's air pockets in there. You want to work it down and let the air escape at the same time, if possible. Okay, looks good. And if you wind up with a kind of an air pocket, you can kind of see maybe there's one here. Just use the very point of your knife and very carefully prick till you break the casing and massage it out of there. There. Now I just tie a knot at the end of this. Need a string. Okay, so then you just choke it down, get it good and tight in there, stuff it nice firmly full, and then I just tie a double knot at the top there. There we go. Now our bacon sausage is ready for the smokehouse. All right, there the bacon sausage will hang for an hour till he's nice and dry, hanging out beside our bologna, and then we'll start hitting them both with smoke, and we're gonna finish them all off in the smokehouse today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the beef bologna, bacon sausage, and krakowska just went off here, so I'm gonna have a look, our first look at them here, see how they're doing. Ooh, look at those colors. Those look nice. Bacon sausage is looking good. So I'm just gonna take these guys out of the smokehouse, pop them in the cold water bath, give them a rinse for a little while, and then hang them in the cooler to cool down overnight. Here they come. We'll just start rinsing them for a couple minutes here, guys. All right, they got a bit of a rinse there, a couple minutes worth anyways. Now I'm just gonna take them, hang them to dry in the cooler, walk-in cooler overnight. There you go. That's the bacon sausage the next morning. Looks pretty dang good. A little grease trail over here where the thermometer went in at, but firm, hardly any wrinkles, looks good. Next step is, you guys know what? My favorite part, test time. Cut our ends off here, get you guys a cross section. Now I can't remember if the bacon is thick or thin. The bacon is thick in this one. Holy, is it ever. Look at that. Isn't that cool the way that bacon pops out of there? Doesn't that look delicious? That catch your eye besides the plain old Jane 99-cent bologna? Man, I can't wait to try it. It smells really good. Get a slice off here. Protein extraction is awesome. Those little bacon bits are well bound. Not bacon bits, bacon chunks are well bound in there. And that's really good. It's like that's the fine meat and then you hit a piece of bacon. So it's like, it's soft and then dense. It's got that salty, smoky flavor from bacon. Yeah, that's a winner. That'd be good on a sandwich. Lettuce, tomato, nice bun, this, mayonnaise. Drooling thinking about it. Dang. That'd be a good sandwich. This is a good sandwich meat. Definitely. Man, I like this one. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked it. I hope you make this, and I hope you like it as much as I like it. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Really helps. If not, no worries. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll do another one here in March. Every day in March. Marinsky March. All March long. Thanks.